Yo, what's up? Those some weird ass fucking faces. I'm making this now. Oh, is that a cop? Damn, 5-0's up in this shit, motherfucker. No, I'm making this now because I saw this article and it's like, oh, a guy got leg lengthening surgery. Two guys, and the first guy went from being 5'6", and then he went up a few inches to 5'9", and then he went up to 6'2". And I think they put poles in your legs with the mentality this guy had, it should be a pole in his ass. But yeah, they put poles in your legs, and he's got to like click his feet. It's very weird. You can just Google it because I tried to find the article to post it, but I couldn't. Then you got another dude who's 4'11". He went from 4'11 to 5'2". So this guy who's 5'6" is saying, "Oh man, I'm never getting girls. It's all because of my height." And then they clicked him up to a 6'2", and it's not just like you crank a fucking belt and then pour potion on him and he goes up to 6'2". No, it's like see, that was kind of a bad motion. Goes up to 6'2". Okay, but no, anyway, um. And he's like, yeah, it's helped my dating, exponentially. I can get any girl I want now. And then you got the dude who's 4'11" that went up to 5'2" and is the happiest guy ever. So this dude is 6'2" now, totally. And like I said, I don't know him, but he came off, and this is relevant, as a total arrogant asshole. And the dude who's now 5'2" sounds like the happiest guy in the world. Now, what this goes to show me is that if that guy who's 5'2" was 5'6", he would never complain. Like the dude who's 5'6" was bitching, and then you got a guy who's 4'11" that now only went up a couple inches, but is the happiest dude ever. And it really pissed me off that he said something along the lines of, "Oh yeah, it helps me get girls." No, it actually kind of frustrated me because I remember back before partying and getting fucked up and shit like that was, I guess, socially acceptable, and that's what all the girls wanted. Um, Back in like eighth grade, I graduated high school just last year, and I remember back in eighth grade, I was very short. Wow, that sounded like my voice cracked, but it didn't. Don't worry. That shit's long gone, motherfucker. Yeah, but no, I remember from sixth grade to I think 10th, I actually grew a foot. Yes, I kid you not, a foot. And in eighth grade, there was this girl that everybody thought was really, really pretty. Now, I mean, now I don't find her so pretty anymore. Some people just let themselves go. No, it's not that I don't find her pretty. It's just I think it's the personality's changed. Physically still looks the same. And I actually was she liked me out of anybody in the whole school. She liked me, and I know this was only in middle school, but the reason why she liked me, it had nothing to do with my height, nothing at all. Um, it was just because I was funny. I had a good personality. I was a bit immature, but whatever. And I turned out of all those kids, the most normalized one. I mean, like I said, now people like the binge drinkers and shit like that, but it was really funny because I thought about it, because no one could believe it. They're like, "No, she doesn't like you, dude. She doesn't like you." And of course, me and her hung out a lot, and of course, you couldn't really call it dating back then because it's eighth grade. And it really made me think after seeing this guy saying that, yeah, his height has helped him with women. Like, listen, if the only way girls are gonna like you is because of your height, and you knew that, then why would you want to go out with them anyway? It means they're shallow and worthless. I mean, right? And what you need to focus on as well is that everybody always likes to make a problem with something else. Like, there's this one kid, I keep saying like, there's this one kid that lives down the street, not down the street from me, but around me, and his parents bought him a new Mustang. Yeah, they bought him a fucking 2012 Mustang. And I got a little hood ride, it's a very nice car that I put all the work into and I paid for. But that aside, everybody flocks over him because he has this Mustang. And if I wanted to be like everybody else, it would be, man, I wish I had a Mustang. My car's just not good enough. You know? But no, for me, that's not the case because I love my car. I love, if any, listen, if a bitch don't want to get in my ride, they lost. And yeah, that sounded really fucked up calling a girl a bitch, but I don't mean that. It could be anything. Oh, well, she likes blonde-haired kids. The point is, you can't focus on what you don't have. You need to focus on what you do have and perfect it. And if you want something, well, go get it. And no, I'm not talking about really physical things either, like physical possessions or shit getting plastic surgery to perfect your physical attributes. I just mean really, I genuinely believe that most girls do care about a guy's personality. I had this one girl in my class, she would like compliment my shoes and shit, but she was, sorry, so shallow. Like shallow to the point where you'd want to gag. And then I thought to myself, like, how could anybody like this girl? The only kid she wants to go out with like is like the Tom Cruise looking kid. You know what I mean? And if that's the case and you know that and they kind of put that out there to let you know, the tables will turn. You know, people don't like gold diggers. People don't like someone just so they can brag about how good looking your boyfriend is or whatever, or how much money you have. So, what I'm getting at is don't who gives a shit about your height? You know, it could always be worse. Say you're 5'1" and standing. Even shorter than that. The kid who's paralyzed that can never stand again would kill to stand to be 5'1". You know, so just even if you're paralyzed, personality, in my opinion, is where it's at. And if it's based off anything, in least like higher percentages, so if say they base if they like you 95% off where you live or your house, and then 5% off personality, then fuck that. You know, just forget it. It should be the large percentage should be personality.